All good, and guys, let's jump into game number 1 of series number 2 here. We will have grassDaut against VNS. Loser is out in this single elimination series. Whoever wins 3 maps first wins. Let's take a look at the spawns here. We will have ACCM, and they picked the Portuguese as a nice advantage here. He himself is playing Aztecs, has his teammate close by with the Magyars, and at the top, say my name, kind of far away from them. And on the other side, we have Daut, kind of sandwiched by the VNS guys. Left-hand side, we have the Viper with Malians. And Kalini, quite in the more of the safer position here, I would say. With the Mongols, with me will be, again, Mr. Robo.
Hello, hello. Initially, I see a couple of interesting things with these Civ picks. So, we know that VNS banned Mediterranean as a map. So I think that means the Portuguese pick becomes a lot more viable because there's no full water map for them to potentially shine on, which is a good thing. I doubt we're going to see any of the nice organ gun memes like we did from Leary, but that's okay. But otherwise, for grassDaut, they've used Mongols and Indians on Arabia, and we were discussing how good they are on Valley, where there's all the shorefish and extra deer in the middle of the map. So I'm wondering, how is this going to affect their Civ picks going into future games where they've already lost some of their best Civs?
Yeah, we'll see about that for sure. One thing to mention is Daut already lost one villager here, the other one very low HP. They had some boars in the middle here. Seems like everyone is getting their fair share of 2 here. And yeah, Eddie even asking, is Kalina also playing on Daut's account? Because Daut's start very scrappy so far, and Kalini is looking way more solid.
And something else, Viper also stole one of ACCM's boar using a villager, and ACCM lost a Villator boar as well. So
There
are a few issues with this game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something we didn't expect. Obviously, this is an incredibly high-packed game here, and the Viper stole one boar of ACM, as you mentioned. Still has his 2 in the back here, and that should be a pretty solid start for him. But ACM trying to return the favor.
Oh, but the walls! Oh. No.
Oh. Still fine for the quick one. That's a big problem. The Viper, he, you know, I do sub coaching, and he is sub to me, and one day he will raffle and he will win the raffle, and I will spend 1 hour to just give him hotkeys for gates. This would have been a perfect spot, just 2 palisade gates, but he is still not using those hotkeys, and it's so confusing for me. Like, is his keyboard not having all keys?
Or maybe he just doesn't want to adapt his AOC hotkeys for the handful of new buildings, where it's basically just palisade gates. Like, nobody cares about Fedora. I don't think there's any other new buildings. So that's the only new thing that I have to worry about.
Stone gates either.
Oh, does he not have a hotkey for stone gates?
No,
really?
For both. Oh, ACM down to 6 HP.
And something else, Carlini has also lost a villager to a war. And ACCM killed Viper Scout, so...
What is going on? So many kills here.
So far, Cool is the only player who hasn't lost something. Which is reflected by the fact that he has the highest score in the game.
Okay. Well, Kalini has the lead at the moment.
Kalini looks like he's going for a super fast feudal.
Yeah, well, Cool is fast.
Yeah, but he went mill first as well, which is, I think, kind of strange.
Agreed.
But it is Kalini, so we're not entirely sure what he's up to.
Yeah.
Doubt. It looks like he's potentially going to go for Man-at-Arms, because he's already got an early barracks.
Okay, yeah, we'll see about that. And he's now up to Fuel Edge as well. Cool should have the short distance against him here. No barracks by him so far. And see ACM going for some wild. What a scrappy map. What will we expect of the next 10 minutes?
Well, Viper's doing lots of walls. So it looks to me like he might either be archer rushing or just going for straight FC.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know. Oh, he's making militia. Okay, so he's going for some sort of really late man-at-arms Drush strategy.
No. That could be FC. Seriously.
Drush FC?
Well,
It could be. Because he's
Malians
gathered 10
after
gold
all.
and he's making militia.
Okay. At the same time, we can see Kalini going for a tower rush. He has massive amount of villagers in stone 5 there, and 4 villagers forward. So trying to annoy say my name there who lost. How is everyone losing villagers in the TC? Is it lagging so much? Just weird.
I don't know. Ooh, Carlini's villagers are potentially going to get seen by Say My Name's militia.
Ooh.
Or maybe they're right next to it. They see the scout.
And he's pulling villagers here, but that could be only to build a stable. Or is he pulling those villagers in?
Oh.
Kalini is walling those villagers in though. Looks solid. No counter tower, and those 2 towers will go up. That's only one of the wood lines of Say My Name. He can easily fall back to another one.
And DaUt and Cool are both towering as well. One's an offensive, one's a defensive tower going on over there. And then also Viper's Drush is being cleaned up by ACCM really easily. He is now doing man-at-arms going forwards with villagers as well. Whoa, there's action happening everywhere. And DaUt's tower gets up first. No villagers are lost, so it's not too bad. But unfortunately, he has 4 man-at-arms running around.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
quite
potentially dangerous if Cool isn't paying attention.
Against 2 scouts and 1 spearman there. You could easily take that fight. At the same time, ACM now going for the aggression here. The Viper even deleting his mining camp or cancelling his mining camp, trying to get another one. He indeed went for the Drush FC. A risky strategy for those settings.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to pay out. Because, like, once this tower goes up, ACCM, he's mining more stone. So he'll get in, he'll hopefully drop another tower. Because he might get in before Viper's even feudal. Before he can counter tower. And then that gold's completely denied to him. And then what's Viper going to do next?
Well, not sure. I'm searching for other gold spots. One to the south, which he can't get.
And one to the north as well. Near the relic on the hill. Really bad.
Yeah, agreed. And well, I think he will just build the counter tower anyways. I will try to fight off 5 against 5 and maybe build a market. Building a market on
he's so late though, like the tower's already 50% up before it's even feudal.
Yeah.
I don't see how a counter tower could possibly work.
Okay. He's on
and I think
now.
Carlini is kind of wasting his tower rush. Like he's built 3 towers on a single wood line.
Yeah, agreed. One could have done the job. But yeah, his main task is to just hold them and at the same time let your 2 star players win the game for you. But, well, if the enemy team is just all too solid, that's going to be tough.
Yep, DaUt's man-at-arms are fighting VNS, is fighting Cool's scouts, but he still has a numbers advantage. Those 4 man-at-arms are quite deadly.
Let's take a look. Obviously, a +1 attack for Cool Scout could really help out here, but so heavily outnumbered.
But look at the HP on DaUt's unit. His scout's on 3 HP. One of the man-at-arms is on 6. Another one's on 11. Another one's on 9. Okay, like 4 out of those 5 units are basically dead.
Yeah.
But Cool just hasn't been targeting his units properly, and you know his army is still able to fight at full efficiency. In terms of just, killing villagers. Oh, and now Viper's doing the counter tower.
Yeah, he needed to. Well, actually, yeah, just to save his farms. He actually did build some archers now to defend, and to build some more wall to save his villagers. And his FC is somewhat cancelled. He's going for the open gold here. Let's take a look if ACCM did scout that gold mine, and no, he did not. Wasn't scout early on there. Could have been a big problem.
But remember, he is making Eagle Scouts, so it's not that hard for him to just send one to go do a ring around Viper's base and see what other resources there are out there.
Now, we'll see. For now, most of his army is in the south, so it will be a long walk.
Well, Say My Name is about to be sending archers to Doubt's gold mine, and Carlini's tower rush has pretty much been completely denied by a single tower. Like, he's denied one wood line, and then now it's 16 minutes in game, and he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Anything except deny one single wood line.
Yeah. Needs to go for the other wood line. Let's take a look if he did scout that one. And, well, he did somewhat see that wood line, so probably will try to tower behind that, but Temaname still has a very juicy wood line here at the top.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Okay, a longer pause here. Let's take a look at the villager count. Pretty even overall. Single villager advantage here. Oh no, 2 villager advantage for VNS, but that's obviously not very important.
Yeah, but their team is all pretty consistent, whereas you see with the Tyrant team, there's a big range in their vill counts, which is kind of surprising.
Oh, noobed out, obviously.
Yeah, of course, and he's about to lose potentially 2 bills on gold. At a minimum, lose access to gold.
Well, yeah, it's still without fletching, and Daut sees it instantly, so that's pretty sexy for him.
Yeah, but like just losing access to gold, because at the moment, Doubt's only military building is a barracks. So
now going for an archery range, trying to go. Actually, well, he's somewhat scaring that away because Temaname still is without fletching. He has a blacksmith, so could potentially go for that. And oh god, loses 2 archers there.
Yeah, that was really well played. But also, Doubt's man-at-arms have been cleared up at the back.
Yeah, the Viper with nice and early.
And Carlini saying something about broke the mic.
Something happened. Okay, let's take a look. The Viper with a nice and early counter tower. Looks like he will get this one up, and looks like a solid defense so far. He will get up to Castle Age reasonably soon and is up now, even getting cartography. Cool at the same time. Going for bloodlines here. Doubt's map so bad.
Yeah, those scouts, they're going to come in and clear up the skirmishes. If Say My Name micros properly, he can try to pick off some of the spearmen.
But they're not together. Spearmen against scouts, skirms against archers. Daut is doing the best he can.
And he is just trying.
But it's
kill the spearman! Kill the spearman!
Say My Name still just without fletching. It's so weird.
Is he in? It's not like he's trying to go castle quickly or anything. Oh, Carlini has finally found the other wood line to deny towers.
Yeah. No slinging.
Oh. Interesting. Is he refusing to do a sling, or is he thinking the rules say you're not allowed to sling? Oh, ACCM is about to clear up a couple of Viper's archers, maybe? Yep. About to get 3 archer kills for free.
Yeah, but Carlini has so much stone still. Look at that. Aye. Wall his front as well. And now we can see... Oh, Say My Name, he must really kick himself when he sees that he's still missing fletching there. ACM trying to tower up, and the Viper, first one to castlate. Let's see what he can do. At the moment, still Daut in trouble.
Seems all the pressure is on Daut at the moment.
Yeah, the scouts are so low as well here. Scums can really go for some kills. And he's getting...
Even just the spearmen. The spearmen are doing so much damage.
Yeah. Okay. Viper now with his crossbowman. Maybe he can finally do the damage. Let's take a look. Does he have the resources to maybe go for some extra TCs? Really needs to protect his gold there. Otherwise it's so easy to just lose all his gold income if just 5 eagles are coming over. VNS cool.
To be honest, he also needs to capture another woodline somewhere. Because at the moment he's only got that one woodline at the back of his base. So, you know, there's a limit to how many villagers you can have gathering at one place before it becomes simply too inefficient.
But that's still fine for now, if you ask me. DaUt now going for all the eco upgrades. Going for cartography as well. Really wants to know what the hell is going on that he has to fight 2v1 all game long. Kalini has a lot of map control. There with all the towers, but Temene's eco still uninterrupted. Kalini nicely ahead when it comes to villagers, but now losing some at the front of the stone here.
And he doesn't even have a barracks, so he can't make defensive spearmen.
Okay, so who do you see ahead at the moment?
I think VNS is slightly ahead. Like, as long as Viper doesn't go and kill ACCM, which, to be honest, he almost has, denying that wood line, where ACCM doesn't have enough wood for another lumber camp. Which is kind of funny. He's kind of stalled to a halt at the moment. I'm just wondering, did ACCM lose all of his eagles?
Most of them in the back base of the Viper. I can see 5 kills and he has 2 left over. Now going for the quick wall here is Kalini, but probably won't finish in time. And those Scout with bloodlines +1 defense and +1 attack, they are killing those villagers.
Yep, and DaUt's still being harassed by archers on all sides. And Say My Name is now up the castle, just slightly ahead of DaUt. But
And
to be honest, like, you would expect Carlini would have been up to castle by now. Seeing as he hasn't been harassed at home at all until now, right?
Yeah, well, he has enough resources to click up pretty soon. Just going for the market, was lacking the buildings. And Say My Name, 2 archer ranges still, now finally going for fletching. And what an incredible game by DaUt here, that he is still getting up to castle age after being harassed by 2 people for such a long time.
And Viper's actually doing quite a bit of damage to ACCM. Like, he's got 2 crossbows, but he's idling an entire wood line.
Oh yeah,
again,
and killing some more villagers as well. Oh god, they trapped themselves.
Yeah. So it's surprisingly, but it looks like they might be able to get back into this.
Well, it's so tough to judge with those settings here, who is really ahead and who is behind.
Like, the game can just snowball so quickly in this situation. Like, Cool's got a bunch of fully upgraded knights running around DaUt's base, which is quite nice, but you know, DaUt's Indians, so he's going to start making camels soon. And he also has a shit ton of spearmen.
Yeah,
so there's a limit to how much damage he can do without, Say My Name's archers, which are, you know, they're only just now coming into fight. Whereas if those archers had been there a minute and a half ago, DaUt's army would have been cleared up for sure.
Yeah, well, even now, I believe if they go for crossbows and DaUt isn't instantly going for elite skirms, that will be a good fight for Say My Name again. DaUt really needs to rush out 1 or 2 TCs here. Trying to still go for some engagement. That's the best we could hope for. Say My Name a bit sloppy here. Viper in the lead when it comes to villagers. Although he was only playing with 1 extra TC, now going for a castle here.
He just wants to clear up the tower so he can take his gold again. Because that gold he was mining is pretty much run out completely.
Let's take a look. DaUt, can you take this engagement? Not really. Say My Name
no.
Too active. ACM there. And now they are tripling DaUt.
Viper's really letting DaUt die. Oh boy.
I'm sending some crossbows
this
over.
This looks really bad. Like, yeah, you can send crossbows, but they're going to take forever to get there.
Well,
ooh, and Viper's about to lose a monk. Rip. No relics for you.
Maybe get 1 convert against that. Not really.
Oh, and deny that TC. And those 3 eagles versus only 2 crossbows could clear up quite a few villages.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, they have a lot of damage defense, but Gebetto's now coming over. And DaUt is already running here. I
don't think he's running. I think he's trying to find a wood line.
Something like that. Oh man, he is in a world of trouble. What is Kalini going for? Now going for a defensive castle. Even has enough resources for a 2nd defensive castle.
He's going to go full Mangadai? He's going for a forward castle, but look where he's building it on Say My Name.
Oh,
between 2 towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing to build it there.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, the Viper now
Oh, and he
going
changes his
over,
mind.
getting some kills. Okay, where is he building it? Oh, he decides to go for the boom.
Build a 2C instead.
Okay, interesting.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Dowd is running into a crossbow man there. With his villagers at the top.
Oh boy.
Now
He
trying to
just
go
can't
back
get a
on
break.
gold. Oh man, such a tough game for him, and it seems like the Viper needs to win it on his own. But he has the same amount of villagers.
He's starting to make
as
Gibettos, which is a decent choice. They're similar to crossbows in stats, but they move like a lot faster. So they'll be a lot more useful in getting over to the outside of the map to help him out.
Yeah, they're great
Oh,
against
no.
Eagles, obviously. Let's take a look. Can they maybe clear this up? Dowd has +3 defense and bloodlines, so...
Doubt's new wood line getting killed by Cool's Knights. Oh no.
Ay, ay, ay. Oi, 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 oi. And Dowd now dropping down to 33 villagers. Give me some grass stats in the chat, please. That's not too great. And more knights coming over. Dowd's eco. You can fit everything on one screen here. Not having a single villager actually working on wood at the moment.
And yeah, Cool's building a forward siege workshop now. He's going to start massing siege, massing knights, and you know, this is, I think, the game we're going for 1 TC pressure is actually going to pay off for someone.
Oh,
and wow,
Aim is going for coinage here, so we will see some sling.
Maybe he's just going to sling Cool into mass knights. Although saying that, he doesn't really have any food. He's only got excess gold.
Okay, well, we will see. Doing coinage means he really must sling a lot, isn't it? Like, you need to sling more than 3k resources that it evens out.
Payoff? Oh,
yeah.
Not sure it's that much, I think.
It's like 200, 100 now, I believe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
it by 10%.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I forgot about the nerf to the cost a little bit.
Okay, so let's see. Kalini now, 40 is running for him. Could he maybe be
banking
the
as well?
deciding factor? Ah, we have banking in Castle Age as well, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. So that will be a full sling by Shaman.
We are so used to seeing banking only in Imperial Age or completely removed now, thanks to all the anti-sling mods.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh god, Stout. His eco's just in shambles. No chance for him to really get anything done. 30 villagers now for him. The Viper, yeah, he is at 79, going for handcart, going for another castle. Can he maybe turn this game around with champions? Unlikely against a Magyar player.
I doubt he's going to go for champions. I would assume he's going to go for like full Gibettos.
And it
but
seems
saying
like...
that, Doubt's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Dowd is dead. He's trying to save some villagers to right hand side, left hand side. He's running.
The ones on the right might potentially survive. Assuming nobody notices those chopped trees through the fog of war.
Okay, probably.
Otherwise,
Colin just got asked if he's up to Imperial Age, and he looked at his resources and then had like 80 food and just answered, no, lol.
Well, to be fair, he's got like 1,000 wood. So if he'd been laying farms earlier, he potentially could have been able to pick up soon-ish. I was saying that full knights are going to kill everyone pretty soon, and I'll doubt tapping out.
Yeah, okay, so that's the first win for VNS here, and a tough one for all the Viper and Dowd fanboys. Arabia, potentially one of the worst maps for them though, because Kalini really needs to fill the role of the aggressor in this one.
Well, to be fair, all of these maps can be incredibly aggressive, depending on where the players spawn. So, you know, who knows?
We will see, and Yeah, Grass said in the end he had top 6, and those were the 6 villagers on the right hand side. So Daut basically completely defeated the tower rush of Kalini, not doing that much. The Viper struggling with ACM quite a bit first because his map wasn't great and his strategy probably, well, you need to take risk in those scenarios.
Yeah. Oh, I've just listened in on Viper's stream quickly, and first thing I hear is Doubt saying, "I'm gonna full wall everything."
Okay.
Wow.
Well, the Viper had most villagers, but couldn't click up to imp yet and maybe decide the game that way. So map number 2 will be Oasis. Now let's go for the Civ picks and bans. So we have grassDaut now without Indians, without Malians, and without Mongols. And we have VNS without Magyars, without Portuguese, and without Aztecs. Proud of myself.
Oh boy, that looks professional.
Oh yeah. And so Oasis coming up next. You need to go for aggressive civs here.
You need to do aggressive civs on all the maps. There's no map where you can just say, "I'm just gonna sit back and boom."
Well, Golden Hill maybe is one of the, like, where you could think maybe I go Spanish or something.
But like, there still might be people on your island, right? Or do they all get separate islands?
You get a separate island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you
only
could
have
potentially.
the same island if it's your teammate.
I guess that one could be, but like, if you give up water control, like if you just sit back and boom, and then they fire galley rush and take control, then I don't see how you could get back, right?
Well, It is probably tough, but still you can just rush through the middle, even if you lost the water. And yeah, it's tough to judge. It's a really tricky map, I think. Will you cast with Mem tomorrow?
43 degrees today in Australia, or at least like Melbourne. So I'm just sweating my ass off here. Mooley's gone away, so you don't have to hear him crying. Operinos.
Okay, did I miss something?
Just me talking to chat, basically.
Okay.
Somebody said "Let Your Admin Die" should be the tournament title, which I thought was pretty nice.
Probably.
I had a good chuckle.
Let your teammates restart. Klavskis, your chance to grab a spot to co-cast for tomorrow.
You sure you want Clavs though?
Not 100%.
You really sure?
Okay. They're playing, okay. Okay guys, then let's jump into kind of map number 2 now. And I should just change all the maps around. Would make it so much easier. And let's see some villagers moving for longer than a minute. And
this is gonna be fun.
it's not the right map. It shows a weird valley version. but let's just play with that one. Yeah.
Wait, so what's wrong with the version?
It's not the right one. I wanted S, Y, and C Valley. But I will let them play this one. Yeah, I'll let them play that. Okay, we will specify for the next one. And okay, so let's jump into the game. And well, Kalini and ACM, they are, let's call it close together here. And now Scout against Eagle Warrior, obviously a good thing for ACM. And okay, let's take a look what else is happening. We have Doubt and Viper here in the north. And we have Cool and Say My Name in the south. So this is kind of what this tournament could look like. Like we have two players completely sacrificing. They will most likely die. And yeah, the other two will play a 2v2 later on. A good scenario that Kalini is in the pickle situation here.
Yeah, to be honest, like, he should almost think about running a single villager in feudal age. You know, just as a just in case situation.
I'm not sure if like one villager really makes a difference. I think sending him on stone and get 1 or 2 more towers up makes a bit more sense. But
oh boy, ACCM going all out, stealing one of his boars.
Well, let's see. Kalini was Chinese. Will be troublesome for sure. Obviously,
He's not even scouting for his boars yet.
Deer under his TC. That's pretty sexy, but now losing one of his was for sure there. And okay, so we have Mongols, or Say My Name. That's pretty sexy for him. We have Cool with Hans now going for his boars. We have the Viper playing Berbers. And Doubt with his Magyars. Oh, and losing a villager again.
Doubt's just not having some good lures today.
Sick. Oh,
and unfortunately, with this being a snow version, there's not as much shorefish. There's a ton more deer though.
Yeah, this is the Valley version that came with Volulu Kingdoms, I believe. Not the Valley version that is played in the SY tournaments. I will specify those maps for the upcoming games. If we didn't have like 6 restarts before, I think I would have called them back to play the right map. Oh man. Okay, but we want to see something happen here, and so we'll see. The Viper trying to go for some more deer here. Second ball for Mr. Cool coming up, and yeah, how should Kalini and HCM kind of play this to give their teams the best chance of survival?
I think ACCM doing like Man and Arm Trust, especially because Kalini's wood lines are actually kind of bad. Like, if ACCM gets up early and gets a tower and those berries and the wood, that's pretty bad. And presumably, Say My Name is going to go for a Mongol's Crush. Like, presuming that happens, then he could send like 2 or 3 scouts to Kalini and then go over to Doubt and Viper.
Oof,
so, whoa, that is a fast feudal.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess he's going to be sending some scouts to Kalini.
And Kalini, oh god!
Oh yes.
Saving the villager. Oh, but the cow actually blocking the boar from going to the TC. Oh man. Okay.
That is unfortunate. So is ACM going to drush, or is he...
No idea.
Pairing. He's sending a villager to gold. No, he's doing man-at-arms. So he just needs a little bit more gold. Sorry, a little bit more food is the word I'm after.
Okay, Doubt even lost his... No, he killed one eagle. Okay, I thought... I
lost another one.
Yeah.
That would be unfortunate. Yeah, so HCCM mining's a little bit stone, and because he's Incas, I think he only needs to get like 20 extra gold to be able to make 2 towers. No, that's not right.
I think
Yeah,
it's
something like that.
I
think its tower costs 110 or 112 stone, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, then 20 makes sense.
That's 106 stone, yeah, so he just needs to gather
12.
12 stone to be able to build 2 towers.
And Kalini is going for the defensive tower rush. He is up a bit later. He's going for some nice walls here, so the M&A aggression isn't doing that much, but I think it's the right decision for him to just go for some towers. And if he just stays safe and somehow keeps villagers and people are kind of wasting their units, then Viper and DauT, after accepting that their teammate dies, could indeed have the chance.
Well, especially if Viper gets to the position where he's able to make camel archers, then that will turn out really good for him. I think the main issue for here... Oh, the man-at-arms coming to Kalini Stone. I was going to say the main thing is he needs to make sure he keeps 100 wood. Because I would presume ACCM makes a tower on that wood line pretty quickly. And, you know, if he doesn't have any wood for a new lumber camp, then he could have some issues.
Well, he has enough stragglers around, so that's fine for now. Take a look, and now the aggressive
straggler aiming is the thing.
Oh, ACM actually running through the TC here. What's going on? Oh, ACM is screwing up. Great start for Kalini here. And that's 2 down, maybe even all 3 M&A. All 3 M&A down.
Boy.
That's such a good start for Kalini here.
Nearly oh boy.
Nearly oh boy.
Nearly oh boys in the chat, please.
The big problem though. Semanem now in the back. And he will come with a lot of scouts. Viper trying to go for some aggression. What is DauT's plan? He's going for scouts as well. And Cool is going for scouts. So 4 times scouts, twice kind of tower rush. Kalini doesn't even have a barracks.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. No spears to him. I guess full defensive towers is the plan. But then the problem is that because he's not mining stone, there's only so many towers that he can build, right?
Yeah, that's a problem. Let's take a look. He's building one kind of in no man's land, not 100% protecting his wood line. And
but then the problem with that is that he doesn't really have another stone. So once this tower of his, well, because his stone's pretty much denied by that tower, right? That other stone is next to the barracks and is kind of walled out. So like after he makes one more tower, there's nothing he can do anymore.
Oh, so many people having scouts now, trying to run around. Where is the Viper? He's going for mainly Spearman now. Is he already thinking about Castle Age? Not really, he's not on gold.
Oh, Kalini going for the Vil War.
Oh,
even doing the walls. Yes, the plays.
Good job. Good job, and maybe you can get one more, not really, but
no, didn't get the wall,
trying to fight the tower. But that's reasonable, it's still in range of his TC. And that was a nice reaction.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect play there. The only problem is that, you know, ACCM will do it on the other side of the barracks this time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that villager's going to walk through the TC though.
Oh, but not a lot of fire. Or
Garrison, get it. Kill it, please. He does not like this TC.
Kalini, 4 villages ahead.
Yeah,
compared
pretty
to
good.
HCM. That's pretty solid. Obviously, very little map control here. DauT has a lot of scouts out as well. Take a look what he can do. Ooh. And Viper trying to fight off there. Let's take a look. Auto Spearman for him. Cool.
Viper's base is about to have some troubles, yeah.
We will see.
All the walls. Oh, Viper. So close. So close to getting all the walls. If only there wasn't a hole with berries.
Well, yes, 2 spearmen coming over, now trying to fight with villagers. DauT is running away at the same time. Nothing is happening over here. So that's nice.
He still lost 3 ills for 1 scout. That's so bad.
Well,
2 scouts. Okay. That's not as bad. It's still not perfect. And Kalini's about to lose his wood line.
Aye, that's ugly for him.
He can build a defensive tower though, if he's fast. Nope, he's just migrating to the other woodline instead.
Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. DaUt now having bloodlines as well, and just +1 attack, so that's pretty damn strong, but cannot really get the damage done. Viper
still needs to be careful for the spears though.
Yeah, now they're taking the big engagement here together against green, and it seems like they are winning quite nicely, but still, Shaman will take this fight together with his spearman. Now sending in more over. The Viper actually down to 29 villagers, that's a big problem, and Shaman already up to Castle Age as well.
Oh boy, yeah, that Mongol bonus. Did he actually have many deer? I think he only had... Yeah, he only had a couple near his berries, as far as I know. So that's actually incredibly strong, able to up that quickly, while still mostly full producing scouts.
Oh, and a little spearman. Next offensive tower here by ACCM, but seems to be fine. There's Kalini here, trying to go for more stone, and well, it seems like Kalini kind of survived here. Pretty nice job by him. And DaUt, he needs to do damage with his scouts. Is there an option to
and Viper's still losing bills to those scouts in his base. Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries, mate. And now second stable for him. I wanted to say, but actually it's a blacksmith. Already has a market. Cool now up as well. DaUt is lacking a bit. Let's take a look. He has enough on gold, so he will probably click up pretty soon. Let's take a look. What can he do with the scouts here in the back base against, say my name, got only 1 villager.
Yeah, their raiding just isn't as effective so far. I haven't really seen any damage being done to Cool.
That's true. Viper was there a bit early.
In theory, Carlini is in an okay position, but ACCM's towers are kind of surrounding him, so Carlini can't run to Viper and DaUt easily.
No, true.
So... And there's people in spec chat wondering what the fuck are the bears. The bears are wolves. If anybody sees one.
Yeah. And okay, so the thing is, okay, DaUt needs to wall here to have his gold safe as well. He doesn't have any spearmen, only now producing some. And DaUt's still very active with his scouts. Let's take a look. Still no defensive upgrade for him.
He's also getting raided at home though. And Carlini's about to lose his last woodline. And he doesn't have enough stone for a defensive tower. He has a market, so he can maybe buy 100 stone quickly if he gets on it. Nope. Nope, he's not going for it.
That's ugly for him. And now we're trying to expand to another woodline. I'm at Viper's resources. I want to go for Kalini's. Kalini can click up to Castle Age quite reasonably soon, actually. ACM is now clicking. And DaUt just losing more and more villagers here. Kalini actually the one with the highest villager count in this game.
Yeah. That's kind of funny, to be honest. Oh.
Viper playing this as one stable so far. Now going for monastery and going for a lot of stones. So probably wants to go for camel archers and just tells DaUt that he goes for more knights. And yeah, it's just so bad that they never
losing so many villagers to a couple of spearmen and a bear. Bear OP. Go, Killerville. Go bear, you can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, no.
Yes. Mauled by an angry bear. Get some T90 words in the chat.
T90 bears.
Yeah, T90 bear.
What's a bear sound?
Roar, I guess.
T90 roars. The chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have DaUt now going for knights. We have some camels from the Viper. I would actually love to see him just go 2 stables as well and not go for camel archers. Okay, my name is going for some camels as well. looks reasonable for them still.
I feel like VNS could take that fight.
Coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just think about Doubt has Bloodlines +2 and +2.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He does get free attack upgrade.
Okay.
Kalini just did scale barding armor. And he's making stables as well. So I guess he's going to try to go for knights and counter raid ACCM. But oh, ACCM is building a castle on Kalini's TC.
Yeah. And Inke Kamayuk will be quite a solid unit as well. Take a look.
Backed up by monks as well.
Trying to boom. And, well, ACM clearly had against Kalini. But the other 2v2, I wanted to say
it's
quite
pretty close.
Even, but... Well, the
VNS are ahead on bills significantly, though.
Oh god, now coming in with a big raid here, and Doubt will lose so many now. Trying to defend against the Knights of the right hand side, losing then at the front, and the Tyrant's really getting toyed at the moment.
Yeah, it's constantly going one side to the other. And then poor Carlini getting wrecked.
He will lose his starting TC for sure. And that's what I said.
Sorry, what you're gonna say?
I wanted to see the Viper go for 2 stables. Camels are just way too good, and I think Kalini should go for camels as well. But the Viper now will build his castle, and maybe Camel Archers can do something. He's building it in between Doubt and himself, trying to protect both. So it feels like, okay, they accept Kalini against ACM will die, and they will try to go for another 2v2. But the big problem is, the Knights of Doubt, they won't really contribute too much when it comes to heavy camel fights here. So I'm not 100% sure if that is the right option.
So you're thinking, oh, ACM, hole in the wood. Doubt, get back. No.
Let's check
Doubt.
Doubt.
Oh,
is
yes.
He seeing it?
Yes.
Yeah, now he's clicking in. This could be some kills. But Cool is already around
Cool's
as well.
There.
Yeah.
He's not silly. Oh boy. He could have done so much damage there.
Yeah, okay. Small missing, but it's still an open game.
So far. So you were saying you think the Knights from Doubt are not going to pay off too well?
I don't really see that, yeah.
Do you think he should switch into Cav Archers then?
It's so tough. I think I want to see him having... Oh...
I would say Cav Archers is a mistake if Viper is also going for Camel Archers. If Viper was going full Camels, then Camel Archers would be a nice combo, I guess. But both of them doing ranged units versus...
Yeah, not Camel.
Versus a Hun player who's up to Imp. I don't think it's going to go well at all.
Yeah, I think they need to do damage now. Doubt has so many Knights. They probably think, okay, we need to do damage against the Mongol player who's up to Imp as well. So, will be tough. The Tyrants need to do damage now. At the moment, points are pretty close, but that's mainly because 2 VNS players are on the way to Impel-H. Let's take a look. Doubt, reasonable resources could click up pretty soon as well. The Viper, not so much. At the same time, Kalini getting a lot of converts against him.
Yeah, Kalini's just not doing anything at the moment. Losing TCs. Losing to an Incan Smush.
What is Doubt doing? Why is he going over there? He needs to do damage on the other side.
Yeah, they really need to just leave Carlini alone. Carlini is so far out of the game, it's not worth it to save him.
Yeah, they're trying to go for a clear up now.
Between the two of them, they're so far out of the game as well. Like, Cool is going to start matching stables, going to Cavaliers.
Well, but then the Viper can still go for heavy camels, right? Of Berbers?
Yeah, but he's going to be at least 6 minutes behind by the time he finishes heavy camel. Right, because heavy camels are a long upgrade. It takes a long time to research that.
Yeah, but still, he's at the base of Cool for now. Oh god, what is he doing with his monks? What is he... Okay. Interesting. But the big problem is we also have a Mongols player already switching into lead Mangudais as well, which isn't too good against Camel Archers.
Yeah, no, Camel Archers counter Mangudai, but, you know, Samanani, he can just go full Camels if he has to. Well, I feel like he's going to go Mangudai and just get absolutely shat on by Viper, which is going to be quite funny.
Okay, what is the Viper doing? He's not building any more camels. He's just going for Camel Archer. Has 2 castles up now, one at the front here against ACCM. That's interesting. So he will stay completely on Camel Archers. Doubt probably will go completely for Paladins, but he is up to Imp, the latest of the 4 players.
But like ACCM isn't that far away from Imp himself. He's got 1k gold, 700 food.
And has 2 defensive
Carlini
castles.
has 200 food, 500 gold. So he'll be up significantly faster. And then those Cavaliers are going to absolutely shred Carlini.
Yeah, we'll see. And now they're coming over and probably wreck Carlini heavily. He's just open. And Viper and Doubt need to camp the front just to make sure that they themselves aren't dying.
Yeah, but then like tripling Carlini... This, I think, it gives Viper and Doubt like a 2-minute window where they have to do something. But like, look, Cool's already getting Paladin, and that'll be finished 30 seconds after Doubt gets to Imp.
Oh boy, yeah.
And Paladin do pretty well versus Camel Archers. Like, it's not amazing, but as long as you don't let him get into a corner or something, then you'll do okay.
Ooh, and suddenly Kalini had only 40 villagers here. And that won't get much higher. Now some more Camayuk's doing work, some camels getting converts. Kalini needs to start running villagers. He will lose that TC over at the left hand side. Right hand side he needs to retreat as well.
He's lost the TC to Cavaliers. It's all gone.
Where is he trying to run? Into some towers here, it seems.
And so Viper's trying to ambush their army as it comes towards Carlini. Doubt is just camping at home.
Not good for me. Oh, that's very humble.
That's an accurate thing to say, I think.
Okay.
I would not disagree.
Okay, lead Camel Archer on the way. Doubt is going for Cavalier as well. Maybe they can still do something. Maybe they can raid ACM and then play a 2v2 with maybe the imbalanced Camel Archers. Remember guys, Mangudais aren't as good as before. And, well, Hans Paladins against Magia Paladins, not a real difference.
They're the exact same. There's no bonuses that either of them get. And Viper's doing Heavy Camel, which is a good choice, although they don't have many upgrades on them, so they're kind of getting shredded by Mangudai at the moment. But here come the Camel Archers.
Does he have ballistics?
Give me 1 second, I'll take a look for you.
Okay. Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah, he does.
Like it
says he does.
Intercepting some villagers there. Kalini is basically out of the game now. He's down to 29 villagers. The raid still continues against him. So basically it is now a 2v2.5, I would say. ACM still weakened as well. And, well, he's going to Imperial Age and going for Kamayuk. Oh, he is Imperial Age and is going for Kamayuk. So he can really contribute to this game as well.
Alright, but Carlini, he has a knight up in the north of ACM's base.
Yeah.
So he won't get defeated if he loses his TC.
Trying to run with some villagers. Doubt is now going up to Imp as well. Or going up to Paladins.
Does Carlini actually have any villagers that aren't in that TC?
Yeah, in the south, yeah. So 3 villagers.
Oh, yep. Okay, so he's running with one of them.
Yeah.
That vill's gonna walk right past the guy.
He's coming. Well, and into a castle, so that's not really going to happen at the same time.
He has free cardo though, he should see the castle. Oh no, Mangudai's there.
Rip that dream.
Oh. Rip.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, well now he starts to raid with his knights. At the top there. Okay, maybe big engagement over here. DaUt needs to get back and get the Paladin upgrade before they can really engage. That's a lot of elite camel archers though. And on the hill? Is that a fight they can take?
I think Viper can just sit on that hill quite fine, like at least until Say My Name gets some siege. If he had some onagers or rams to tank some of the arrow fire, it might go okay for them. But in this 2v2, it's not great. The main issue is that soon ACCM is probably going to go raiding with eagles into DaUt space, which is completely open.
Oh, we'll see. Say My Name is pushing in the middle as well.
And Viper's losing castles as well.
Yeah, he lost one. He is still with 3 though. And now Cool coming over with some paladins. Nice and early spotted though.
And Viper's also missing the last armor upgrade on his camel archers.
Yeah,
which is quite significant versus the Mangadai. Oh, Cool raiding.
Yeah.
There goes DaUt's farm eco.
Well, he still has pop 130 villagers, so their pop looks pretty fine. Take a look, camel archers. Can they maybe pull this back? Obviously, those are 2 of the greatest players this game has ever seen. So if I want to see someone in this position, it's probably the 2 of them. But
Viper just doesn't have any siege, so he can stop their armies from doing much, but he can't really push into their eco. Unless he's willing to sit under TC and Castle Fire. And then now, look at that push coming in. Mangadais, Castles, Trebs, Kameyuks, Eagles.
But honestly, that's a big army here of the Viper and DaUt. They can clear this up. And this is a big engagement. Let's take a look. Mangadais, I think he needs to run, especially with the Kameyuks. Not really there, only having +1 attack coming their way now. That's all the traps going down, and that was a nice clear up. Was it enough?
It was good, but DaUt's lost nearly 30 villages in his eco up in the north.
That's a lot of losses of the
So, you know, they're winning some and then they're losing some somewhere else.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough camel archers on the left, so Cool's starting to push back.
Okay.
They're killing a castle with Paladin, which is, you know, it's viable, it works, but it's not really the best way to use Paladin, right?
Yeah, probably. Okay, the Viper now trying to take another engagement. Elite Kameyuks now out. Take a look how well they will perform at the same time.
And Cool has found Carlini's TC.
Oh, feels bad, man.
So, like, he hasn't really done much.
Some paladins.
Yeah, like, there's not a lot of damage there, but they know it's there, so if they have spare moment, they can go in there and kill him off again.
Okay, so the Kameyuks kind of melted. Point gap getting bigger though.
But if any Civ is going to carry this, it's Berbers. And look, we can see DaUt's setting up some markets in the top corner for trade. They're planning for a long game. I'm not sure where Viper's going to place his markets, since, you know, that valley of shallows means they can't trade corner to corner.
Oof. Yeah.
So their trade's not going to be ideal. Like, the only good trade line is through Cool and Yellow space. Sorry, and Say My Name space. They've got the only full corner to corner trade line.
Is this still doable? Look at that. The Viper is still getting more gold. Let's take a look at the population. They have 160, 180. The others, no one really pop limit, but everyone quite reasonable. Onagers now for Say My Name. Not really happy with how his Mangadais are performing now on Water Kingdoms. The Viper is going for the corner and the market here. Wants to get more map control.
Yeah, but look at how much gold he actually has in the bank, though. It's pretty much nothing. So setting up trade is going to be quite difficult for him. He has to sacrifice something to be able to make a trade, right? And all Carlini raiding their trade in the south corner with his converted paladin and some light cabs.
Okay. Good job with that.
Carlini, he's still in the guys. He's still making the damage.
Oh, the Viper needs to retreat. Still has a lot of his camel archers over at the other side. What should they really do? Should they maybe just try to kill ACCM and then play 2v2? Camel archers still seem to be the right unit.
Oh, for sure. There's nothing else that they can do to possibly win this. And I think actually killing ACCM would be useful, because on his island area, there's some gold in the right corner that Carlini has just found. And there's still, you know, a relic and a bunch of stone mines that they could take, mine the stone, sell the stone for more gold.
Yeah, it's an option.
And then this also would give Carlini space to, you know, kind of reboom.
And all the gold spots of Carlini from before. The Viper still trying to take this engagement here at the front. He's at pop 170. Now this is looking worse and worse for them. But still camel archers. I'm not sure if Kur really wants to take this engagement here. This is good for the Viper.
That's really good. He just needs to start treading down that castle, and then he's absolutely laughing. DaUt is the one who really needs more military at the moment. Like, if he made some castles and went for the Magyar Hussars, yeah, that would be really powerful since they don't cost any gold. That would help him start to set up trade, because they're a pretty beefy unit for a trash unit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably the greatest trash unit. They're great against siege as well, and we saw onagers coming, or at least onagers being tagged, so that's an option. Viper, interesting lumber camp there at the front, and yeah, just the fact that they're thinking about trade really shows you how far ahead they're thinking and how much fighting spirit they still have in them.
Well, I think they can keep fighting for a while, for sure. And like, you know, there's still a bit of gold in Carlini's base that's worth fighting over. At least, you know, 5, 6, 8 or so full gold piles worth of gold.
Yeah, they're trying to go for a lot. Let's take a look. Sam and Name now trying to go for a raid there. Not 100% sure if that's the best option, because if you leave those mango dice in the open, they could get trapped, and you never want to take a fight against the camel archers here.
Yeah, but the problem is that because they have so little trade, you know, killing what they have really, really hurts them.
Okay.
And if Viper sends all of his camel archers, which he's doing, then that leaves his one. Oh yeah, it's only one trap, which isn't too bad. But that frees up Cool to send his army somewhere else, right?
Okay, let's take a look. Seminame should just run here. The Viper's coming in. We'll get some mango dice. Oh god, and that's what I said. We cannot take the engagement. We'll lose quite a bit.
I think Viper could have really positioned himself better to make that much more damaging.
Yeah,
like he killed half a dozen Mangadai, which is not that much.
Yeah,
all things considered. And his trebuchet is about to get sniped. And really, like, I think DaUt just needs to stonewall all the way from the top edge of the map to the front of his base, just so that they can't raid his trade on that side. Because there's nothing there to protect trade. Nothing at all. There's like a single castle.
Well, that's obviously a tough one.
Oh, Carlini's been raided by light cabs. I don't think he's built a new TC yet. Oh no, he had TCs in the right corner that's getting killed.
And he's starting to trade and to research coinage. The Viper now somewhat raiding the trade here as well. Just maybe they can get gold units against no gold units. Are the Viper and DaUt maybe able to take this game 3v2 here?
Looks like it. They could. The only problem is that I don't even know what I'm going to say. Like, it looks like they're about to go kill ACCM.
Oh, they're interrupting the trade as well.
Yeah.
Name has 28 trade cards, but
not anymore.
Well, they're somewhat working, but shorter. On the other side, we have, well, the Viper is still with 0 trade cards, so that's not great.
Well, Carlini has like 600 gold. He should sling all of that to Viper so the Viper can set up trade.
I think he should just start trade himself and then sling. But look at that, they're killing ACM now. One castle down, now they continue pushing. They free up more gold for themselves. And those camel archers, man, they're so good against everything that the enemies are building.
You really need to rely on some lucky onager shots. Like, you need to go pretty much full siege versus them to really be able to do anything.
And that's so tough, for sure. The Viper now going for more and more wards. Obviously, this Terran not really allowing it, but that Mangudai raid again. Yeah, he will kill probably 10 trade cards, but he will also lose all his 15 Mangudais there. And the Viper is obviously just around. And he's not even killing any. Oh, that's fortunate for the Tyrants here. There's no trade cards at the moment.
Oh, not too many.
Yeah. Oh, again, not the greatest trap.
Yeah, like if you go sit right next to that piece of wall,
yeah.
Get there really quickly, and you can kill all of them before they leave. Oh, and there's light cabs raiding in the north. Not going to do too much walking past the castle.
Out now going for chemistry. Not 100% sure what he's trying to achieve with that.
Maybe thinking you're taking into cab archers? Yeah, he's making archery ranges.
That's interesting.
Maybe he just wants skirms?
I think skirms.
Skirms would have to be what he's going for.
Viper's still very active here, trying to protect his trade.
I just want him to make Mega Hussars. Like, come on down, do it.
Mega Hussars should be so good. He actually has 2 castles, so that makes a lot of sense, but just to tag them.
Yeah, although
a lot of gold.
Viper's castles are looking in danger now. Both castles on the front, they're both being trebbed down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And he only has 30 stone to repair. Could be dicey. DaUt is going for lead generators. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh. Yeah. I wonder, do genitals get affected by the recurve bow?
I have no idea.
For +1 range, +1 attack? Because that could be incredibly powerful. If they are.
Oh, let's see. Maybe now we can see the big siege usage here that we kind of wanted to. And the Viper's still very low on its upgrades here. Lightcav, no attack upgrade, only 1 defense upgrade. So the siege is pretty good. Kalini indeed going for the reboom here. Trying to set up some trade. Still 2 groups of camel archers for the Viper. He's controlling them all game long quite beautifully. Now DaUt is coming over at a beautiful timing.
Yeah, but ACCM's starting to prepare a big push into the trade in the north. Dropping siege workshops, castle, got a bunch of helps coming in. And DaUt's got quite a lot of stone. Like, he slings that to Viper so he can make more castles to keep making camel archers. Then might be okay. The thing is that he needs to keep making camel archers. Making lycabs is not going to cut it for them.
Now they want to push in the trade at the same time.
Look at all those helps.
ACCM is coming in, but halves only? And DaUt is not using that castle? He can just send over his senators. And are they getting attack bonus against them?
I think they do get a small bonus for helps. But nothing extreme. I think it's only like maybe 1 or 2.
Okay. Ooh, trade amount. We have roughly 55 to a solid 60 there. But shorter route for VNS.
Actually, nope. Sorry, there is no attack bonus for genitals as helps.
Okay, and helps for the senators? Are they mounted?
I think, yeah, they're just counted as normal cavalry units.
Okay. Well, that's pretty bad for the genitals then.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, they've got decent attack. 8 damage isn't too bad. But, oh, Carlini getting castle drops.
What is Carlini trying to... He's trying to go for some...
He's trying to wall out the helps.
I'm not 100% sure what the plan is. At the same time, the Viper still fighting 2v1 here, trying to hold this. Feels like ACCM... just look at the populations. All VNS players are now pop 200.
Yeah. And they're starting to ram down the markets.
Yeah, doesn't look like DaUt can hold this. The Viper is still playing incredible here at the side. Trying to hold, but look at that, same name, even taking for SO now.
And, you know, Viper is slowly being pushed back. He's about to lose his second to the last castle. So, he can't keep this going. Like, every time he loses a Camel Archer, that's significant.
Yeah, and cool, just going for pure trash. Say my name, yes. Going for the big army, and Kalini is saying yes. It's probably the question if we want to GG, and yes, they are. What a great game! What a big fighting spirit here by DaUt and the Viper, but in the end, the Camel Archers couldn't do enough. ACM never really got attacked by, and
oh, that was an insane game.
Never really got attacked.
Yeah, they basically they had a free boom through most of Castle. And most of Feudal as well. Like, they lost a couple of Ulster Scouts, and that's about it.
Okay, let's take a look at the achievements after this great game. Viper, incredible KD there. Kalini not really fighting that much, and well, not fighting back that much, but he got trolled there and had the dying position there, totally on the platter. Can get attacked from all sides, got the tower rush, and yeah, timeline really showing that he never really got something going. Sadly for him.
Quite unfortunate, but it's to be expected, right?
Okay, so the score is 0-2 now, out of the view of VNS, and well, I should just message Mr. Yo. Games will be delayed at least 20 minutes. And they are playing who again? SY against In Love, right? Games will be delayed at least 20 minutes.
Because they're supposed to start in 20 minutes, right?
Exactly. So even if this goes 3-0, I will take a small break. If this goes longer, I will just yeah, cast series after series. Okay, they're instantly launching. Now let's take a look at the civilizations then. We don't have Chinese, Berbers and Magyars anymore. And on the other side we don't have Mongols.
Huns, Mongols, Incas.
Incas and Mongols. Okay. So now we are going over to Golden Hill, and I already know what the strategy of the Tyrants will be, but we can talk about that during the game. No breaks, indeed. Yeah, Mr. Yo not really happy that the games will be delayed. Obviously, it's very late for them.
Whoops.
Are they in enough chips for 5 matches? I don't know. Kalini's rate? Like 1680. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Next game coming your way pretty soon. Golden Hill after that cross. I should maybe just change the order.
What are you thinking for civs? Like, I think VNS are clearly going to think, okay, Berber's nearly single-handedly won that game. We need to use that.
Probably, yeah. I mean, think Golden Hill. You could go for a nice team strategy. I think VNS won't be watching this, yeah. So no, I will talk to it after the game started. Actually, like if they stream cheat, they stream cheat. So the thing is, Kalini messaged me, is it allowed to go for feudal sling? And I said yes. So now I'm expecting that Kalini will sling in feudal age, and they will play a sling strategy for the pocket, like Turks, Spanish, maybe Boom and someone going for Eagle Warriors. What else could we have? So I'm kind of expecting Vikings out of Kalini now.
Aztecs.
Aztecs could be DaUt, the Viper Civ, and DaUt maybe some supporting role with like Persians, maybe Italians, something like that. Maybe Huns. Incas,
Japs, Ethiopians. I think Italians would be pretty good, because then you've got the potential of going for water if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or just the cheaper age up.
So I think like cool. The Viper going Aztecs, getting the sling from Vikings, and DaUt going Italians. That sounds like a good strategy to me.
Oh, this is going to be risky though. Double conks.
Double conks could be so brutal.
Just
Aztecs condos with Vikings. Ah, that's interesting.
Like, I think the main issue would potentially be that Dark Age transports are now a thing. So
if VNS is abusing that.
Assuming they know about it, but I presume that Kalini's just going to wall the openings, right? And do that quickly and then just sling. So therefore, if you got Dark Age transported, he could, instantly die to anything, any pressure whatsoever.
If they scout him as well. Like, Kalini could be on the same map with one of the two, right? It could still be the classic 3-3 version.
That's true. I think, to be honest, if he was on an island with someone else, that might be a hindrance. Because then you're relying on the other person to make sure that their walls are up. And there's just that much more land where there could be, a crossing that you didn't see, or that they do a landing that you don't see because there's, double the land that they can access.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. I believe this is a very strategic one, and feeling bad for SY, but I think this game will be a long one.
Could be, or it'll be incredibly short. One of the two.
Yeah, the motivation. I'm not really sure. I would love to know what they are thinking now, and like how the mood is in TeamSpeak as well.
Yeah, I think if you could be able to jump into the TeamSpeaks for tomorrow, that would be amazing.
I will see if I can do that.
Although it'd be kind of awkward if Sai get in.
Well,
let's go listen to what you're saying.
Well, no. Obviously, I won't jump into them today. Like, I didn't do it for today because, like, we have a Chilean team, a German team, a Chinese team. All of them won't really speak English, obviously. And I believe Vietnamese team and 4 other teams that were English speaking. So maybe tomorrow we have 3 English speaking.
Potentially. Well, VNS isn't going to be one. So you've got AM, one of 1v1v1 versus Arena.
Yeah, and SY. So maybe we can follow the path of AM.
Yeah. Listening in when NBL gets shat on. They're using the light random version of Golden Hill. Is that the one you wanted?
No, there's S, Y, and C.
Okay. Well, I think they've just launched with light random.
Okay. Well, I will just let them play. I will tell them in the next series. I will tell them the maps are better. It's my screw up.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
Okay, no spoilers, please.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah, $600. Got a lovely prize pool.
Can increase. 100% of all the donations go into the prize pool. And we can jump into game number 3 now. Golden Hill, after some problems there before, we still have an option to go into a very good series here. And yeah, let's find out what civilizations they went for. And the distribution is everyone on their own island, so it's completely mixed around. Let's take a look. ACM is playing the Italians. Then we have Say My Name playing the Persians. We have Cool with Britons. That's something I didn't expect. Italians for DaUt, something we expected. Vikings for Viper, that's interesting. And Japanese for Kellini, who is going for a Boar instant start. Mr. Robo, tell me your thoughts.
Well, I think everyone being on their own separate islands makes life kind of difficult for walling purposes. Because there's quite a lot of land that's affected by these shallows. But otherwise, I think this might work out for their strategy. And I presume that this is going to be some sort of sling for condos with Vikings, you know, because their condos will get all the plus 20% HP or whatever it is the Vikings get, which would be fairly powerful.
Okay.
And I guess that's the only thing they're going to go for, or just full water control, seeing as they're all water civs. But that seems incredibly risky, like even riskier than going for full sling.
Interesting. Kellini really open again. Will be pretty much impossible for him to completely wall his map. Remember, guys, only very little gold and stone available at your starting island. But if you get to the middle, you get all the benefits. They picked a version with no relics in the middle. Not the right one, but the one we will play here for sure. Unless someone calls a restart. I believe they still have their normal restarts.
Sorry?
Do both teams still have their normal restarts? I think so, right?
Yeah, nobody's done it really.
Okay.
And actually something else that we should except for us, yeah, that's true. Most of the players have their own little private lakes with a couple of fish, which is kind of funny, like especially for Kellini as the Japanese. You know, docking one or both of his lakes could be a safe way for him to fish while slinging.
Yeah, well, it's not the greatest.
If he scouts back there, which is, you know, quite unlikely since it's so far in the back. But, you know, it's a free food source.
Well, we will see. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how their strategies will develop. Let's take a look. Kellini actually trying to punish Say My Name here. Why isn't he staying on this villager? Oh, I think he could have done a bit more damage, but now just running back, and Say My Name will come and protect his new villager. What's his scout?
Oh, but Kellini got housed while doing that.
It's Batman now trying to catch up with 3 villagers there already had looms, so cannot squeeze that in. And yeah, tell me, what are the strategies of DaUt and Viper here?
Well, they're both going for water, or like they're fishing. DaUt's putting a lot of villagers on wood. So, is he going for some sort of a fish boom? Okay, I don't understand what DaUt's doing. I'll be honest with you there. And even Viper's got a lot of villas on wood.
That's true. Okay.
And then Cool doesn't even have a dock at all. Is he going for like scouts or archer rush or something? I guess forward archers in the middle could be a thing.
We'll see. He already has a farm. That's interesting. DauT now killed the scout of Cool. That's a small, sweet win for him. It seems like DauT wants to play fast castle here. With so many villagers on wood. Feels very weird.
Like, it feels like a fish boom sort of a build. Or like they're going to go mill their berries really quick. But I don't understand why they would do this.
And the Viper now scouts that ACM is directly close to him, and obviously Vikings struggling quite a bit. Instantly dock on dock situations here.
Like, just look at how much wood DauT has. He's got a fishing ship queued up and he has 225 wood in the bank. That's 300 wood that he's just got going there.
What? Italians discount. Yeah, but I know what you want to say. It's clearly an unbalanced eco. And yeah, as you can see, all three VNS guys playing this very aggressively, and the Tyrants playing it way slower.
Like, DauT's going for a second dock. Like, presumably he's going to make extra fish, and then they're just going to die. Because like everybody else looks like they're grushing. Except for Cool. Cool's not grushing. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's going to do sneaky docks. I don't know.
Okay, DauT will actually click up at a quite reasonable time. The Viper will play this a bit later as well. Still mass amount of villagers on.
Actually, say my name's not even on gold. Yes. So maybe he's not rushing. Maybe he's going for scouts. Okay, Cool's dropping a barracks.
Oh, well, we'll see. He doesn't have a mill either. Not going for any deer. No second dock. Maybe he's himself didn't decide what he wants to go for.
Say my name's going to drop a barracks and then stable scouts. Okay, and then I guess a couple of fire galleys. That seems logical. It's a good plan. I see no issues with that.
I mean, say my name is going for fire galleys.
No, I think he'd probably make one fire galley because he's got gold for one, just to harass Carlini's fish and then go scouts. Seems fine to me. And then ACCM looks like he's full grushing without even full walling, which is ballsy. Got to give him credit for that.
Okay, so it seems like they will just go for mass water. The Viper having troubles because he's short distance against ACM, but DauT will be around as well. So they will probably try to double there.
Yeah, double there on water, but Cool and Say My Name are going to take control of the middle with their land army.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Viper is super open towards the middle as well.
Yeah. Like, archers or scouts to his gold will just completely kill him. And honestly, I feel like he's just going to instantly lose water.
The Viper? Absolutely.
Yeah, like, it's not even worth him trying to, like, fight until DauT comes over to save him.
Okay, what's the plan for Carlini? We don't see a market yet, but he doesn't even have a mill yet, so that might be the issue.
He's doing fire galleys.
Okay, yeah, I can see 2 docks there. Okay, somewhat reasonable.
A little bit unbalanced eco, but it's okay.
The Viper lost 2 of his fishing ship, maybe even all 3 of them. Got the fire galley and 2 hits. I'm going for fletching. Go ahead.
Yes. Alright, so Viper seems to be just doing demo galley defense.
But he's losing villagers on his gold because Say My Name is just going for scouts, and the Viper doesn't even have a barracks. The Viper without walls, that's a big problem. Now going for the barracks.
And like DauT's being attacked by archers and spearmen on his wall.
But he will defend that.
Yeah, he will, until transport ship comes around.
Yeah, that's true. But Cool doesn't even have anything on
demo. ACCM demo? No, DauT's paying attention.
Yeah, nice split there. Yeah, good stuff by him, and the Viper now kind of off.
It's kind of a draw for water at the moment.
Oh yeah, DaUt.
Well, we're saying that
5 fish.
Yeah, DaUt has fish, HCCM has fish, so like it's kind of even.
Well, ACM is losing this fish now, right? Or is he not?
No,
DaUt,
not just yet.
I believe DaUt is winning water.
Okay, now he has.
I still need to send in all his army. ACM is stonewalled. Oh, and Kellini, he wasn't walled. Ay, and that was costly.
Oh boy, that is unfortunate. What's that? Is that 3 dead bills there?
Something like that, yeah.
3,
and
maybe
he's not
4.
using his... How is he not using his fire galleys? He could just park 2-3 there and intercept all the archers all the time. But not happening for now. Okay, but DaUt is pretty safe. Can maybe DaUt win this game this time for them? Because he has solid fish. He can go for some galleys. And oh, ACM. Beautiful movement of his fishing ship there. But actually, DaUt is aware. Kellini needs to build a barrack here. Kellini saying, I got green fish, I think.
Maybe.
The Viper now going for the market, needs to fight those scouts again.
Oh, Charlene's got nothing in his TC, so Cool can just walk right past it.
Oh, let's take a look.
Oh, the gate!
Oh,
good.
Good job.
That was good.
Well, actually, the archers were already over, and he just went back, so the speedball was not in time. But yeah, it was very close, very close.
Well, seeing as he was there, he should have just gone all the way through, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well. Scout's still active. The Viper is trying to pull his villagers, has 2 spearmen out. And, well, the Viper's still in some trouble here for sure. But seems like water control is for grassDaut team.
It is, for the moment. Same name could potentially go fire ships and take it back, but I presume he's going to go for some sort of knight push into the middle, I guess.
I think so as well. Let's take a look. He's sending villagers over now. Kellini should intercept those. Let's see if they find them. Doesn't really look like it. And that could be ugly, because having the water control and still letting villagers go through the middle is not what you want to go for.
Look at them go. Oh.
Oh, Kellini. Can he intercept those? Not really. Maybe get 1 villager.
Maybe 1. That's about it.
Yeah.
I bet they know that there's villas in the middle now. That's valuable.
Okay, yeah.
Just having that information is, better than it being a surprise.
Yeah, true. But so, the big problem is gold will run out pretty soon. And only 1k left for DaUt here. The Viper shouldn't have much more. Maybe even over mining pretty soon. Needs to go for more spearmen. And now the archers are coming over against the Viper. And that will be a lot of trouble for him. He has no answer to those archers.
Nope. Nothing at all. And like ACCM is still harassing them on water with fire galleys. And he still even has a fishing ship. He never gives up on water.
Viper now trying to go for some quick walls. I like that tower, I like that gate. Let's take a look if he can make the defense happen. Not really. Oh god, the scouts are squeezing through. The tower should go up though. DaUt and Viper both on the way to Castle Edge as well. Kellini didn't click yet. Neither did ACCM. Most of the scouts going down. Tower is going up. Viper, let's take a look. The archers could park themselves under the tower actually.
They could, yeah. Oh, but the galleys here could do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Viper,
The
nice
problem is
ult.
though, Cool's in the middle as well with villagers. He's going to drop TCs as soon as he gets up.
Okay, I don't like that Kalini is actually playing this. I think he should go for the sling. Just think about those resources now in the hands of Daut or the Viper. They could just go for so much better units than if Kalini tries to boom and get in this game. But obviously I can see that they don't want to put him in the situation like, okay, you are third wheel and yeah, you are basically only here for slinging.
Well, I think he's played 2 games properly, and I feel like they may as well at least, you know, try to win this game.
Okay.
Like,
we'll
like, that sounds bad because they've clearly been trying to win, but you know, do the better strategy, even though it's not as fun or not as sporting. I don't know how to discuss that. Oh, Cool is redocking. Well, not redocking. He didn't dock before. He's making some docks, but Doubt is there to deny them.
Oh, what a good timing.
Nearly over.
Okay, good job here. Doubt, nice map awareness. He is still around with some of the fishing ship as well. Should maybe even consider redocking here at the south. But the middle control still all for the VNS guys. They're looking pretty strong to take this 3-0.
There they are, and ACTM is not giving up on water. He's researching War Galley. Continuing to make War Galleys.
Is he going for War Galleys? I'm not sure if that's a good option. I think Fire Galleys would have been the better one. Viper trying to go for the quick walls, and he is losing so much. And what's Doubt's decision here?
Let your teammate die?
Seems like it.
That seems like the Doubt thing to do.
Yeah. The Viper now trying to go for Monastery. He is at 39 villagers. Kalini at 35, and he will click up to him, as it seems. Look at that. Rushing out a Monastery and University. He obviously has this great fish here at the site. That could be interesting. Kalini is now owning the middle here.
What's he going to do in Imp, though? Is he just going to go full water control?
Japanese condos.
Japanese condos? Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of gold left.
How would this game be if the game was won by Kalini?
Well, I think I would give them 2 points then.
Like,
so it's 2-2.
Wouldn't that shut up everybody in chat?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, no, I think the haters will say like, oh, with Jordan it would have been 3-0. But, yeah. Okay, let's take a look. Kalini now coming over, trying to join that fight, but Doubt is winning it anyways. Ballistics now for ACM. Now trying to send in villagers over. Beautiful timing by him. Sacrificing all his army, but therefore, at the same time, getting some villagers through.
And, you know, having the middle is their only... Well, it's not their only advantage, but it's like their biggest one for the time being. So he needs to get in there and make the most of it. Okay,
Doubt now completely out of gold. Just trying to intercept some of the villagers. He's getting mass stone, and I believe he will try to rush to him pretty soon as well. Or not to him, but he will try to rush a castle there. Uh-oh, it's important that Kalini is not letting those knights in.
No, that would be really bad. But I'm questioning his decision. Oh my god,
it's
there's
already
a hole.
Oh, that's so bad. And he's only at 40 villagers. And 1 TC imping. That's so bad for him. That's so bad, and those walls won't finish. Oh god, Kalini just threw this game for him. Can he quick wall this? Needs to wall here. I would love to see some more stone walls instead of palisade walls. Needs to get walls up here. Oh god. Next speed wall. Palisade after that needs to finish the house, but this isn't going to finish. Oh god.
Jesus.
That's so ugly for him. Needs another house, and that's too late as well. Ay.
Everything's dead. Everything. It's all dead. It's all over.
Not repairing that house, and that's the dreams. Dreams over for him to do anything here.
Honestly, I don't know what he was going to do in him.
He asked.
No,
he said he will go for traps.
I know, but how is he going to protect the trebs?
I have no idea. That's so brutal.
Like, trebs cost gold. Like, they cost a lot of gold.
Yeah. Ay.
Trying to wall in the monks. Oh, he tried.
Oh, now trying to go for the run with his villagers, and now look at that, it's still open. Oh, more knights coming in. Say my name on the way to Imperial Age. DauT is getting his castle up here at least, but he is not going to Imp. And she's trying to sell some. Let's take a look at the market prices. Food actually at 74 to sell. Wood only at 52 though. So yeah, DauT has some control.
Selling wood is still viable. Like Carlini has 3,000 wood.
Okay, good for him.
He could sell them, sling the gold to DauT or Viper. You know?
No.
Well, the problem is Viper's eco isn't looking great either.
Oh,
what?
brutal.
Like nearly an What? What?
Oh, the shots. The shots.
I have no idea what he's referring to. Down on the way to Imperial Age now.
Oh, brutal.
Trying to go for some gold here at the side. And actually he's getting some part of the gold.
But what's he gonna do though? Like, we've still got this issue where they have so little gold, there's not much they can do in Imp.
Well, DauT has access to gold. He's on the mainland.
Yeah, I know, but it's tiny compared to the amount of gold the other team has.
Well, that's not important. If he just gets enough condos out. I just feel like he could use 2 more towers there. Just to protect his villagers a bit better.
But the problem is that if he's garrisoning his villages, then they're not gathering gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So then...
It's not looking great. But honestly, still, he has a chance of getting...
something going.
Yeah.
And like Viper, half his economy is... Oh, they're getting some good mangonel shots. Which is actually pretty good.
Could even use more war galleys there.
But is
Putting all
DauT
his
even
villagers
making
over.
barracks? No, he's not preparing any barracks. He's not doing any
crossbow man.
upgrades.
Okay.
Like one castle G expos is not gonna work.
Yeah. Maybe
Versus
he
longbows
goes
and
onto galleons and... Oh, the Viper! Oh, big sorting against all the crossbows! Oh, and Seminame even laughing there. Oh god, he saw that.
Brutal.
Oi, oi, oi. Genovese crossbowmen now doing their job. Maybe going for galleons and cannon galleons could be the thing.
Maybe. But again, like, that's a lot of gold that you need, and he doesn't have any gold income. He doesn't have any gold at all. At the moment.
Problem. Say my name.
And Carlini, all of his resources has been sold to make monks. To try to reclaim his base.
Oh yeah,
from
he
Cavaliers.
Oh, if he only could sling those.
But you know, the
problem
problem is he's made something like maybe 1,000 gold worth of monks.
Yeah.
I don't see how 1,000 gold would save them.
What?
Yeah, like you get Cannon Galleon, you make 3 Cannon Galleons, and you still can't attack the middle of the island, so they can still keep taking gold.
Well, cannon galleons can shoot far.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't
think.
get much. But
like it takes so long to kill all the castles and then kill the TCs and then.
Sam name is now going for paladins, and it is the GG. grassDaut couldn't compensate that Dawn was missing today, and yeah, we still had an amazing game number 2, but that's it for now. So that's a 3-0 for VNS. They will advance and they will play against the winner of the upcoming game, which will start in roughly 10 minutes, I would say. SY against Inlove. That's basically Chile A or B.
One of the Chilean teams.
Yeah. Kalini finished with higher score than Viper, yeah. Viper had a pretty bad map here. I didn't like the start of both the players. Of DauT and the Viper here. Way too late up. Weird build orders. Didn't like that at all. KD in the end, obviously Seminame, even on the way with Paladins. Kalini's hole really hurt them.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would have made much of a difference, to be honest. It would have just prolonged the game.
Okay, so VNS advances and T to the G. Thanks so much for being around, Robo. Last words
No
for
worries. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to co-cast with you, as always. And I hope the rest of the weekend goes amazing.
So do I. Okay, guys, then see you in roughly 10 minutes. SY against In Love. We will have another best of 5 for us.